And doing his Fitness Pros workout at second base, Gary is able to run home as Fernandez tries to throw out Jeff. Liftoff. We have liftoff. Sheffield only got to third. Magadan scored 1-0 Marlins. Still in the first inning we are. 1 out. Benito Santiago against Tim Pugh. Inside outs it. Here comes Sheffield. Here comes Conine. 3-0 Marlins after 1. Watch out for the fish. Top of the second. 2 out. Chuck Carr now facing Pugh. 3-0 Florida. Here's the pitch. Just a bit inside. Now, why would you want to put Chuck Carr on intentionally? Because he could steal a base. But Chuck, who hasn't been running that much on the base paths, does not run out to the mound. Thank you very much. Then in the second, he hit the ball real hard. Gary Sheffield hit the ball real hard. A 3-run homer, his 11th of the season, but only his first of the month. 6-0 Marlins. The next batter, Jeff Conine. He hit the ball real hard. A solo shot, his 7th, 19 RBI for Conine. And the Fish gets 6 in the second and cruise 9-4 over the Reds. Hats off to the Marlins, 13-12, 2.5 games out of first. The Fish take the day off Monday to enjoy their first winning record later than opening day, but Sheffield will probably hit a home run anyway. Bob Tewksbury trying to go 6-love. Cards are up 5-2, bottom of the 6th. Biggio's on, Bream is on. Luis Gonzalez, he hit the ball real hard. This is a 3-run homer, another one. We're tracking in Houston.
We've got it in synchronous. It's splash down.
Cardinals don't mount the comeback. Jeffries, 17-game hitting streak, smacks the double to right center. Langford scores. Cards go up 6-5. George Bush says, wouldn't be prudent to keep the starting pitcher in the game at this point. Splash. Bottom of the 9th, Cards bringing on Lee Smith. No, it's Willie Smith. He does look a little bit like him. While he struck out Eusebio, he walked Mouton, and Joe Torre said we need the left-hander to face Finley. Rob Murphy, who looks like Rob Murphy. Cardinals win 6-5. So they're not going to hang it in the Louvre, but it is Bob Tewksbury's 6th win of the young season.
Up against Tom Glavine. Paul Wagner towed the rubber for the Bucks. Here facing Javi Lopez and getting the whiff. 1 of 7 Ks on the day for Wagner. Wagner at the plate. 2-0 Bucks. 2 men aboard. Glavine winds, delivers, and saws him off. Goes the other way with it. 2-run double for Wagner. 4-0 Pirates. So Wagner's proved he could pitch, hit. How about field? Mark Lemke. Carlos Garcia, and the pitcher's got to get over there. Wagner stretches, and he gets his man. One of the beautiful people, People Magazine's 50 Most Beautiful People, Dave Justice, prevents Wagner from the shutout in the 9th. Next batter, Wagner gets Terry Pendleton to ground out to Jeff King, completing the 3-hitter for Wagner. Paul Wagner Day at Three Rivers. Glavine is 9-0 against Pittsburgh in Atlanta. All 6 of his losses to the Pirates of Dykstra just over a month ago. And, yep, did it again. Lenny leaves the yard. Bottom half of the first, Phillies go up 1-0. Scary moment for Philadelphia here in the 3rd. Matt Williams clobbers one. 3-run triple. And look at Dykstra. The gritty, the gutty, all-out effort. Bangs into the wall. He would not return to this game, but apparently he's okay. That's Kurt Schilling reenacting last night's home run to Matt Williams. That's the way it looked. That's the way Kurt looked. David West hoping for a better result here facing Matt Williams. Go on. Phillies go up 6-4. Schilling and West can now compare notes. Great D here. John Kruk, sweep tag, got his man. Mariano Duncan. That's to end the game. The Phillies win at 6-4, and you got to be a fanatic about these Phils, right? 6-4, the final in this one. Once again, Dykstra apparently is okay. Jim Fregosi says he may not play the next game, but we think he's okay just with a...
Here we are at Anaheim Stadium. There's the young man. Came into an ERA with a 2.61, or came into the game with a 2.61 ERA. Not anymore. Billy Hatcher singles home. Lee Tinsley, who's at 3rd, trots home. 2-0 Red Sox. Bases loaded in the 3rd. Tim Naring. This one's deep. Well, it's a single, actually. Even the singles are 366 feet long now. 3-0 Red Sox. Now top of the 3rd, 5-0. Scott Fletcher brings home Cooper. Red Sox bat around. They score 7 in the 3rd. All to the consternation of Gene Autry, who watched the game alongside his friend, the Cowboy TV. He's got a hat on. 10-1 is your final on the Sunday night baseball game. After Anderson's 3 great starts, he throws 57 pitches in 2 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 8 earned. Trying to break the 12-game losing streak, he gets a little help. Wade Boggs, it hit him right in the glove. Stan Javier would then get on base. But check this out. A fan does his perfect imitation of Wade and then of Greg Louganis. See you later. The A's got to show a little leather here. Paul O'Neill, who was been burning it up. Mike Aldretti going. Got it. Nice catch. And then the A's blow it open the 5th. 2 on, 2 out. Geronimo Baroa. Here comes Bordick. Here comes ex-Yankee Stan Javier, and then Melito Perez heard the Dallas Cowboys kicking job was open, and he decided to have a little fun. The A's snapped the 12-game skid, too shy of the Oakland record, though they are 8-17. They're still just 3.5 games out of first. The fourth, he hit the ball real hard. Hundley's 7th. We're tied at 1. Bottom of the 7th, 6-4 Mets. This time off Roger McDowell. He hit the ball real hard. 8th, 5 in his last 6 starts. The balls were flying out of Shea all weekend, which is appropriate, of course. If you've ever been there, you know exactly what the problem becomes during the game. You get a lot of things flying over the ballpark. Well, in this case, it was the home runs. That's the list over the last 2 days. Delano DeShields, though, we need an exorcist, a witch doctor, something. He fouled a ball off of his face in the 9th inning. Won't miss any action. Of course, that was just a week after the collision, 2 months after the ball in the eye. Meanwhile, back to Hundley. He has now started 14 games for the Mets this year and homered in half of them. First, no score, 2 on, nobody out. Gary Gaetti rips one off Cal Eldred. Brett Maine scores, and McRae, they're not going to get him. There's no play. 4-0 Royals after the first. David Cohn knocked down 15 brewskis in a row. Then in the 3rd inning, Greg Vaughn has the kid touch his bat. It's always good to have a kid with a piece of pizza touch your bat for luck if you want to ground out to 3rd. They go back to the stands. What the heck happened here? Oh, the young man says, oh, you wanted good luck. Cohn got some defense. Top of the 8-6-2 Royals. 2 on, 1 out. Jose Valentin. Felix Jose with the great catch. I see the giant irradiated Bob Vila is back terrorizing the Midwest again, Dan. So Cohn wins his 4th straight start as the Royals snap their 7-game losing streak to Milwaukee. Impressive enough. Then get this. They played again. Used to happen a lot. Ask your grandfather. Look. Wow, doubleheader. I went to one once when I was an infant. When one team wins one game and then wins the other one, they wrapped them up nice and warm in Cleveland. Bottom 7th, 3-3 tie. Eddie Murray hit the ball real hard. 2nd homer of the day, of course. 6th of the year, and a tradition as old as Jacobs Field itself. Murray took a curtain call. 4-3 Indians. Top of the 9th, 4-3 Indians still. Derek Lilliquist on in relief, facing Manuel Lee, who manually sends it off the end of the bat. Mike Hargrove is saying, my bullpen. I have to go to my bullpen. So he takes Lilliquist out, and in comes Jose Mesa. Oddibe McDowell. No, it's not his son, it's him. The squib single scores Lee from 2nd. It's a 4-4 tie. Now Brian Barnes is in to face Will Clark with 1 out. The lead run is on 3rd base. And the old Phantom of the Opera swing brings home McDowell from 3rd. It's not his grandson, it's him. It's Oddibe McDowell. He's back in the majors. He's batting 2nd and starting for them. Meanwhile, of course, as you see, the Indians have now blown 8 save opportunities out of 16, but the Tribe still backs into Sol.
Facing Kurt Gibson. Bottom of the 2nd, Gibby with the base knock. Cecil comes plateward. 1-0 Tigers. Bottom of the 3rd, guess who comes to dinner again? It's Gibby. Gone. 3-run homer. It leaves the yard. It left the stadium. Another poor outing for McDowell. 3 innings pitched, 7 hits, 6 runs. Bottom of the 5th, fielding woes for the Sox. Big hurt. So bad. Robin Ventura can't come up with it. Led to 2 unearned runs. Tigers going to win it by the final of 8-5. Gibson has 13 hits this season. 3 have gone for home runs. All 3 have been 3-run homers. This was also the 3rd time in his career Gibson has hit a ball out of Tiger Stadium.